Here we go then, absolute elite opposition next to Man United in the form of Midtjylland, and we're probably still going to lose, and with Howson and Andy Tate. Sorry to be negative straight off the bat, but guys, do you think this is our best chance of getting Champions League football next year? Because we'd have to win the Europa League to do it. Can we do it?
No, we cannot. If this is our best chance, then we've got no chance. I think the better opportunity is hoping one of the top four fall out in the Premier League, because if you look at the opposition that's ahead of us in Europa League, I think Galatasaray are in it, you've got Napoli, you've got some serious footballing sides in there, and I do not have the confidence that over 2 legs we're better than at least 5 or 6 of them. So This is not our best opportunity to get into the top 4. And I'm not happy with the amount of people who are saying, let's just win the Europa League. Like
you can just do it. Like
oh shit, I didn't think of that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's just win the Europa League. Why don't we just win the Premier League as well? That'd be a great end to the season, wouldn't it? So no, not our best opportunity. Best opportunity is putting some sort of a run together in the Premier League, because nobody else is, apart from Tottenham. And if we can do that, then we'll be in the top 4.
But can we actually do that in the Premier League?
Well, I think we've got more chance of doing that than winning the Europa League, definitely.
Andy, can we win it? Be a European trophy?
Be nice first, because then we've won the set, haven't we? But no, it's too many strong sides in it this season that dropped out of the Champions League. Like you said, Napoli, Galatasaray and that. But yeah, the league is the best shot, but they're not even going to qualify for next season's Champions League, and it will teach them a lesson financially as well. All it boils down to is money. Look, all they cared about now, it's not about glory, it's about money. And we are seriously reaping the benefits of a poor transfer window. We haven't got a strong enough squad, and now we're taking 2 steps forward, now we're 5 steps back with last week's defeat at Sunderland, and it's just not good enough. And I know where I stand with Louis van Gaal now, and that's it.
I think a lot of people feel the same way. Well, you say that this isn't our best chance then. Would you want to see us play the youngsters in this and go all out for the Premier League, getting top 4 there? Is there any youngsters you want to see play?
Yeah, I would go. I wouldn't go and embarrass ourselves, because Midtjylland are a good side, and they're using that Moneyball method of recruitment to massive effect. I'll talk on that a little bit later, but I'm not going to say let's start playing 16 and 17-year-olds. I'm not going to say go like that, but we've got players that deserve opportunities, like Will Keane, who's just really burst through in the last few weeks. But you've also got Andreas Pereira, who has been ripping it up in the under-21s, and he needs to play first team because he's far too good for the 21s. He's doing stuff in the under-21s where you know he's now bored at this level. He's doing no-look shots. He's doing kick-ups in the middle of games. He's literally bored of playing at that level, and he needs to be tested. And the way you're going to test him is European competition on a Thursday night in the middle of Denmark.
I think it's massive for these young players. I mean, Pereira is a name that I want to see in the team, definitely. And just to get them some European experience, it can further their career so much. Is there any youngsters you want to see, Andy, or do you want to see us play in our first team in every game that we actually can do?
Mix it both, because you give the youngsters a bit of a blend of some experience, but you got to play your strongest side and just see where you go and progress to the next round. It's like you don't hear from him. Michael Carrick a few weeks ago before the Chelsea game, we can still win the league. Monumental rubbish, absolutely. You know what I mean? Look, you try to, the fans want lifting. These players, they should lift us. You know what I mean?
Of course. And a bit of a rallying cry, don't we?
Matter says back us, Louis, back us. But we're sick of seeing it. Look, we beat Stoke City, beat Derby County. Lucky against Chelsea, but woeful and pathetic. And some of them players need to stand up and be counted. Otherwise, you know what's coming in the summer, and there's a door for some of them players.
Exactly, Andy. What would your team be, Howson?
Starting 11-wise, I think it's probably going to be quite similar to the Sunderland game. I would like to see Pereira brought in. Maybe on the left and move Marshall up front. Let's just see what the lad can do as a number 9, because that's where he's going to eventually end up. He's finding a lot of space, Marshall, on the left. The way he comes in and he comes round the back. He doesn't play like a traditional winger where he's getting down and looking to cross the ball. He's looking to create space for himself. So I'd like to see Marshall played as a number 9, because this could be a great opportunity for him to show what he can do leading the line, because as I said, he is going to end up there. And maybe go with Rooney, maybe go with Mata. I think Lingard, give him another game on the right. I just want to use pace down the flanks, bit of pace, and see what we can do. I think Varela's injured, otherwise I think he would have been a great shout at right back. That's going to be a problem for us, who's going to be fit enough to play at right back. So I do think we will see a younger side. I don't think it'll be necessarily rotated. I think it'll just be quite forced upon us, but as long as Pereira plays, I wouldn't mind seeing Januzaj as well, and maybe even Memphis. Maybe just go with all 4 of them up front and just show what us can do.
A few weeks ago, I said that I want to see all the kids play in these games, these Europa League games, because I just said I'm not really that fussed about them. I just wanted to see an 11 of kids. But now I think it's got to the point where I can't see us getting top 4, to be honest. So I'd give it a mix and match play. You know, a few youngsters. Pereira's a player that I definitely want to see play. I want to see Will Keane get on the bench as well. Do you think we can actually win this game then? Oh, what a question. That says a lot, doesn't it, about us at the minute? Do you think we can beat this team that was formed in 1999?
Well, Midtjylland, as I mentioned earlier, is a club owned by a bloke called Banham, and he co-owns Brentford, and he's made a lot of waves at the moment for this Moneyball approach to football, which is using statistical data to find out where players are massively overperforming in the lower leagues, bring them in. I think he also uses it tactically. I'm not quite sure how he does use the Moneyball method and statistics tactically. But what he has done with Midtjylland, he won the Danish league with them. With the resources compared to the other teams is a joke. He's done excellent with Brentford. And Midtjylland themselves, they haven't actually played a competitive football match since the 10th of December because of the winter break that they have in Denmark. So that could go one or two ways for them. That could mean that they've played friendlies, they've played international friendlies, and they've only won 1 of 6, I think. So it could go one or two ways. They could come be really refreshed and really up for it, or it could go the complete opposite way and they fall apart against a team that's, I'm not going to say in form, but a team that's playing regularly competitive football, because I think that can be a big difference. So can we win the game? Of course we can win the game. Will we win the game? It's going to depend on our selection and how they turn up, I think.
What was that method called?
The Moneyball method.
I remember that, Football Manager later. Andy, can we win? What score do you reckon?
I think we'll win. It's going to be hard. These have got previous beat Southampton in pre-qualifiers to get through to the group stage in this season's Europa League. But they're like a mini Wimbledon from the 80s. But don't like I say, like Steve says, they're the reigning Danish champions. And if they're not up for it, some of these players, including a certain guy who celebrated his birthday last week and posted it all on Instagram, that's his right though. But yeah, he's got to start performing. And yeah, well, we can definitely win it. I'll take a 2-0.
Right then, guys, that has been the preview for the Midtjylland game. Get in your comments below. It's bloody freezing here in Manchester, so I'm going to go for a cuddle with him and warm up. What do you want?
How many attended the City game in 2008 when they played Midtjylland at the Etihad?
You can look that up. I'll leave that to you. I won't even tell you. You look that up yourself. Guys, see you in a bit.
What do you think a new director of the academy is going to bring in? Do you think we've been a little bit rudderless over the last 18 months or so?
Yeah, I do. Rudderless is a really good word to use, I think.